Hello, boys and girls. Welcome. Today is October 29, 2020. Guess what time it is? It's Eureka time. Our goal is to get a 90 or higher on end of module. Today we're doing lesson 8 and our objectives is the same one from yesterday. It says I can make 10 when one addend is 8. So we're still going to continue to practice today making 10 when one of the addends is 8. Our key points. What do we need to know to be successful? Well, we need to know what addition is. And addition is plus. So this is the plus symbol. We also need to know what an addend is, which is another word for apart. And in this number sentence, 4 plus 8 equals 12. Our addends are 4 and 8. We also need to know what a number sentence is. And a number sentence looks like this. It has two parts and a whole number. We also need to know what to do or be familiar with the make 10 strategy, where we decompose to make 10. And we also need to know what a related 10 plus fact is. Let's remember that. And when you hear this, just know that since it's a related 10 plus fact, you need to be starting with 10 plus your leftover part, or you add your triangles together. And also decompose. Decompose means to break apart. How are we going to be successful today? Well, first, we're going to draw a representation of the expression by using a 10 frame, meaning we're just going to draw a picture of our parts. 2, we're going to decompose to make 10. 3, we're going to circle the parts and make 10. 4, we're going to draw and identify triangle parts. Remember, we draw our triangles, put them together, and then we write our 10 plus related facts starting with 10. And finally, we just count on from 10 to solve. Make sure that at this point, before you continue on this video, you have a whiteboard with you and you have your paper or a blank sheet of paper, and pencil. Press play when you're ready to practice. Okay, I need everyone sitting tall. Your markers and your pencils are parked. In 3, 2, 1. Listening. We're only listening at first. Miss Gomez is going to start reading. Ready? It says, Amy wrote 8 letters to her friends. How many letters? Get ready. Yes, 8. Peter wrote 3 letters to his friends. How many letters did Peter write? Get ready. Yes, 3. Our question asks, how many letters did they write? Well, the first step in our key points is we have to draw a representation, meaning we have to draw a picture of our story or our parts. Remember, we're still listening. We're going to listen first, and then we will practice. Watch Miss Gomez put out her cubes to represent the parts. Here we have. Oh, but before I do that, I'm almost forgotten. So listen, what are my parts in this story? I'll give you a clue. They're circled. Get ready. Yes, 8 and 3. How should I arrange my cubes? Think about it. Should they be messy and all over the place? No. Should they be in 5 groups? Yes. So I will arrange my cubes in 5 groups. Here we have Amy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm going to represent Peter's letters in yellow. 1, 2, 3. See how nice and neat and organized this looks? So, remember, what strategy will we use to solve this problem? I hope you know the name by now. Get ready. Make 10. Very good. You're still listening. Now, once I already drew a representation of my picture, next we will go ahead and put them in a 10 frame because that was still part of key point number 1. So here I have my expression 8 plus 3. Now I'm going to move. Think about this. How many does 8 need to make 10? Get ready. Yes, 2 more. And if we would draw a 10 frame around the 8, we would know that we have space for 2 more. So here I go. I moved 2 of my yellow cubes into my 10 frame. Now, then we decompose, right? So let me get my pen since it writes a little smaller and move this out of the way. So now we decompose. Since 8 is closer to 10, we are going to decompose 3, which are our yellow cubes. Do you see the yellow cubes? Into what parts did we break it apart? How many inside the box? How many outside? Get ready. Yes, 2 and 1. Then we circle the parts that make 10. Well, we said 8 and 2 make 10. Does this sound familiar to you? It's the same strategies we used to make 10 with 9. Then we identify and draw our triangles. Well, we know for a fact that our triangle goes on 10 and our other leftover part 1. Finally, we just add our triangles together. 10 plus 1. Or we can also write the 10 plus related fact. And we can count on to solve. We know we have 10, 11. So 8 plus 3 equals, get ready. Yes, 11. Now it's your turn to practice along with me. Are you ready? Markers or pencils in your hand. Let's practice. Your turn. First, we will use our key points to solve the next problem. Here we go. Go ahead and write 8 plus 4. Press play when you're ready. Now, let's key point 1. Let's draw a representation of the expression using a 10 frame. So let's go ahead and draw our parts. Ms. Gomez is going to use a highlighter for this because it's a little bigger. So draw with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember in 5 groups. 6, 7, 8. Your picture should look just like mine. And if this is our 10 frame, we know that how many things fit in our 10 frame? Get ready. 10, right? Because it's called a 10 frame. So we have space for 2 more. For my other part, I am going to use X's so we won't get confused. So let's go ahead and draw 2 more. Just like this. Draw with me. But since we already have 2 from 4, we took 2 out from 4. Let's count on from 2 until we get to 4. Get ready. 2, 3, 4. Pause for a little bit. Look at your drawing. Understand that these are 8 from our addend 8. 4 is split up because we had to decompose it in order to make 10. We know that 8 needed 2 more from 4 to make 10. And the other 2 do not fit in our 10 frame because our 10 frame doesn't hold more than 10. So we had to draw them outside. You should have 4 X's in total, 2 inside, 2 outside. We should not have 4 X's outside of our box. Then we decompose to make 10. So, sorry, wrong one. Remember that we decompose 4 because it shows here that we broke it apart. So that's the number we're going to decompose. Go ahead and do it with me. Let's go ahead and what 2 parts did we decompose 4 into? Look at your picture. How many inside? How many outside? Get ready. Yes, 2 and 2. Then we circle the parts that make 10. Let's go ahead and circle those parts. 8 plus 2 make 10. Whoa, I don't know what happened. My pens are going crazy today. 8. So where were we? Yes. So we write a 10. Now we draw and identify triangle parts. So our triangle parts are 10 and our other leftover part, 2. Go ahead and press pause if you need more time to catch up. Press play when you're ready. Finally, all we have to do is write a 10 plus related fact. So you're going to write 10 plus, what is your other triangle part? Get ready. Yes, 2. So we write 10 plus 2. And we can either count on from 10 to solve, or if you know, because 10 is a friendly number, what's 10 plus 2? Get ready. Yes, 12. Awesome job. So 8 plus 4 equals 12. Amazing. And we're going to continue to practice. Ready? Go ahead and erase your whiteboards or find the next blank space on your piece of paper. Press play when you're ready. Let's try another one. Go ahead and write 5 plus 8. Press play when you're ready. You should have 5 plus 8. First step, we're going to draw a representation using a 10 frame. So let me go ahead and change the ink color again. Let's go ahead and draw our parts. We're going to start with the number that's closer to 10. Which number is closer to 10? 5 or 8? Get ready. Yes, 8. So let's go ahead and draw 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now we know that our 10 frame still has space for how many more? How many more does 8 need to make 10? Get ready. Yes, 2. So now together, let's go ahead and draw the parts for 5. But remember, we can put 2 more inside our 10 frame. So we already took out 2 from 5. Let's count on from 2 until we get to 5. Get ready. 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. Go ahead and press play when you're ready. Key point 2. Decompose to make 10. And remember, 5 was the number we broke apart, as you can see in your picture. So, into what 2 parts did we decompose 5 into? How many inside? How many outside? Get ready. Yes, 2 and 3. Go ahead and press play when you're ready to move on. Step 3, we circle the parts that make 10. Go ahead and circle. And go ahead and write the 10 up. Beside it, 4. Draw and identify triangle parts. Well, we know 10 is one of our triangles, and our other leftover part is 3. Now, we write the 10 plus related fact. Go ahead and write 10 plus, what's our other triangle part? Get ready. Yes, 3. And you can either count on from 10 to solve, or if you already know, what's 10 plus 3? Get ready. Yes, 13. And remember, let's not forget to write it up here too, because we know that 5 plus 8 equals 13. Way to go. Let's continue. At this time, go ahead and erase your whiteboard or find the next blank space on your piece of paper. Let's practice some more. Here we have another one. Go ahead and write 8 plus 6, park your pencils, and press play when you're ready. Awesome. First, go ahead and draw a representation of the expression using a 10 frame. Go ahead and draw your picture using a 10 frame. Press play when you're ready to check your work. At this point, you should have drawn a picture. Let me go ahead and draw my picture and let's make sure you were correct. If there was something wrong, make sure to fix it. So we're going to draw 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm going to use another color to show the other part, which was 6. Oh, but remember, I have to close up my 10 frame And I know that I still have space for 2 more. Not 3, because 3 don't fit. Only 8 needs 2 more to make 10. So now that I took 2 out from my other part, 6, we're going to count on from 2 and stop at 6. Get ready. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stop. Your picture should look just like mine. 2 X's inside, 4 X's outside. Now, go ahead and decompose to make 10. Decompose and break apart your 6. Press play when you're ready to check your work. You should have 2 and 4 as your parts because you have 2 inside the 10 frame, 2 outside the 10 frame. 4 outside the 10 frame. Now, circle the parts that make 10 and write your 10 beside it. Press play to check your work. Yes, you should have circled 8 plus 2, and you should have written your 10 beside it. Now, go ahead and draw and identify your triangle parts. Press play to check your work. You should have drawn a triangle on 10 and on 4. Sorry if my numbers look a little messy. Finally, go ahead and write your 10 plus related fact. Remember to start with 10. Press play to check your work. 10 plus, you should have written 10 plus 4. What's 10 plus 4, boys and girls? Get ready. Yes, 14. Don't forget to write your answer next to 8 plus 6 as well. 8 plus 6 equals 14. Awesome job. Ready? Let's practice another one. Go ahead and erase your whiteboards, find the next blank space on your piece of paper. You guys are getting so good, and pretty soon, the more we practice, the better we will get. Go ahead and draw a picture of the expression using a 10 frame. Press play to check your work. Let me change my color, and we should have drawn 8 because remember, 8 is the number that's closer to 10. So you should have 5 in an organized 5 group. Sorry for that. And remember, don't forget to close up your 10 frame. Then, how many more does 8 need to make 10? Get ready. Yes, 2. So we should have drawn 2 inside the 10 frame. And now we're going to count on from 2 and stop at 7. Get ready. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, my pen is going crazy. Sorry. Let me go ahead and erase that. There we go. So we were at 4, 5, 6, and 7. Stop. Your picture should look just like mine. Now, go ahead and decompose to make 10. Press play to check your work. You should have 2 and 5 because 2 and 5 make 7, and there's 2 inside the 10 frame and 5 outside the 10 frame. Now circle the parts that make 10 and write the 10 beside it. Press play to check your work. You should have circled 8 plus 2. And you should have written a 10 beside it. Now, draw and identify triangle parts, meaning you should be drawing 2 triangles. Press play to check your work. You should have drawn a triangle on 10 and 5 because they're your leftover parts. That means we still need to use them and add them together. Finally, go ahead and write your 10 plus fact. Press play to check your work. You should have written 10 plus 5. And what's 10 plus 5, boys and girls? Get ready. Yes, 15. 15. Don't forget to write your solution up here too. 7 plus 8 equals 15. Snaps, because you guys are working so hard. Last one. You ready? Let's do this. Go ahead and draw a representation of the expression using a 10 frame. Press play to check your work. You should have drawn, go ahead and make sure your picture looks like mine. So we draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This time I drew 9 because 9 was closer to 10. And I close up my 10 frame. Now, let's go ahead and, we draw, how many does 9, listen to the number I'm saying, how many does 9 need to make 10? Get ready. Yes, just 1. So there's only room for 1. So 1, and we're going to count on till we get to 8. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stop. So you should have this as your picture. Go ahead and decompose to make 10. Press play to check your work. You should have decomposed into 1 and 7 because you have 1 inside your 10 frame, 7 outside your 10 frame. Now circle the parts that make 10. Press play to check your work. So you should be circling 9 plus 1 and writing a 10 on the side. Go ahead and draw and identify your triangle parts. Yes, our triangle parts should be on 10 and 7, which are our leftover parts. Now we write your 10 plus related fact. Press play to check your work. So you should have written 10 plus, what's our other triangle part? Get ready. Yes, 7. 10 plus 7 equals, get ready. Yes, 17. Don't forget to write it up here too because 8 plus 9 equals 17. Kiss your brain because we worked so hard today. And that will be it for today. We will not be doing our problem set on our book only because we will be using Pear Deck to solve the problems on our problem set today. So make sure that you're logged into the meeting and you're logged in to Pear Deck. So there's 2 places you need to be logged in. You need to be logged into the live session and to Pear Deck at the same time. See you then. Bye.